This is life in the 1900s newspapers. Today's vintage newspaper is from 1935. Before we break in today's newspaper, I want to talk about one of the 1930s most famous icons, Bette Davis. She was the epitome of 1930s glamour. Here are a couple of photos before she got glamorous. And she was very known for her famous Bette Davis eyes. Thinking about 30s fashion, if you stay tuned to the end of this video, you'll see a 1930s fashion show. Today's paper is from Henderson, Texas, the Henderson Daily News, dated April 28, 1935. Hope stirs again in the good earth. Despite drought and dust and disappointment, the farmer never loses hope, which seems to spring from the soil each year as surely as the buds and blossoms. Here is just one of the 10 million American farmers who are now bucking down to the job of feeding the rest of their countrymen in the coming year. And his words, "There is still living in the ground," are an echo from the whole of rural America.
To the troubles man makes for himself in the 30s, nature adds disasters of her own. Hurricanes, floods, drought. Across the Great Plains from the Texas Panhandle to the Canadian border, the exhausted earth, broken by the plow, parched and eroded, begins to blow away in great black blizzards. The dust storms bring darkness at noon.
"Someone's done me wrong here," trills Mae. Mae West, that is. "When Mae West gets married, she'll be the first to know it, and then she'll tell the world," says the buxom charmer, shown here in glamorous pose. That's her answer to the report that she married actor Frank Wallace in 1911, as indicated by a marriage license revealed in Milwaukee. She disposes of the matter tersely with, "I never heard of the guy." It might be two other girls, but it's not Mae West of buxom, billowy charms whose name adorns this marriage license. And you can take that, or not, straight from the Mae West herself. Did I marry Frank Wallace in 1911? No. Besides, I was too little to get married in 1911. How old do you think I am? Despite Mae's firm denial, there are skeptics who point out that the parents' names on the Milwaukee license shown above are the same as those of Mae's father and mother. Broadway says Wallace, an actor, has been dead for 2 years. 4-year-old Marianne Edwards today announced herself as a serious threat for Shirley Temple's honors as child movie star. Miss Edwards obtained judicial approval of a 5-year contract with Hal Roach Studios, calling for a salary of $50 a week, with increase up to $275 weekly during the 5th year. The youngster has appeared in 35 pictures already, but never before was signed under a long-term contract. Axe drove weary wheelies from town. St. Mary's, Ohio. Marshall Ira Pence knows how to keep his jail from becoming a haven for weary willies during the winter. He bought an axe and handed it to every applicant looking for lodging and meals, with instructions to make use of it on the woodpile. Immediately, the number of applicants fell off, but someone stole the axe and business is picking up. Fashions. Sheer frocks, only $1.88. Ringless chiffon hose, only 69 cents. Let's end this video with a talk about fashion, especially the fashion in the 30s of wearing an almost full fox stole, which had the head and everything. I remember my grandma had one of these in her closet, and us kids liked to play with it. If you pet it from the head to the tail, it kind of bunched up like it was alive. Do you have a relative who had one of these? Let me know in the comments below. Even the Queen of England sported this trendy accessory.
The Duke of York, shown here with his wife, Princess Elizabeth and Sister Margaret Rose, is to be the new English ruler. And the first abdication in the history of Britain is to be accepted with mingled emotions by England's people, but there'll be nothing uncertain about their loyalty to George VI and Elizabeth, soon to be King and Queen of the British Empire.
In my videos, I try to find the person, place, or thing that's mentioned in the newspaper, but sometimes I just can't manage it. So this is my disclaimer. Now, here's that 1930s fashion show I promised you. Thanks for watching.
Paris again sets Milady's style in the early 1930s as a Parisian fashion show brings out the latest in feminine attire. The afternoon gown on the left reaches almost to the ankle. The evening ensemble of gold and red lame touches the floor in front and trails it in back. More evening gowns, featuring the new higher waistline and a deep V in the back. A girl has to have plenty of backbone to wear these creations. Afternoon party ensemble. The black tram fan velvet coat is set off by a two-tone collar made of gray and white fox. The rose and black tulle dress is silver lame embroidered in beads. Lame, toujours lame.
What could attract such a smart audience in fashionable East Hampton, New York back in 1930? Why, fashions, of course, modeled by society matrons. Daytime fashions look much more up-to-date than those flowing formals. Lady in ermine, or what the society matron will wear to the local fish fry. No hint of the stock market crash in this ermined elegance. The show must go on. The bridal procession, standard fashion show finale then as today. The bride wears satin and a determined expression.